This is going to be a quick video on how to access your categories, how to set up your categories at the beginning of each school year. You should only have to do this once because if you do it for the first semester, the first quarter, you're able to copy that into then all of your quarters. So come over here to Gradebook, making sure the class that you are setting this up for is highlighted. Come over here into Gradebook. Now bring you to this screen. If you have students in this class, it'll pull students into the class. Right now I don't have any students in here, but click on categories and you want to add a gradebook category. So the purpose of the categories is to help you organize the different types of assignments. For example, you might have homework, you might have projects, you might have daily participation, tests, quizzes, all of the different types of assignments, not for the different classes, but for one particular class, what types of assignments are you going to be grading in that particular class? All right, so probably we want to add a homework category. And then if you look at the weight, there are two different school of thoughts for the weight. If you want to do percentages, so if you're going to have 4 categories and you want every category to be the same, then you would set this to 25, use it as the idea of a percentage, right? So 4 categories, each of those categories 25%. If you want all categories to be weighted as with a multiplier of 1 and then tests as a multiplier of 2, meaning the tests are going to be worth twice as much as the homework, then you would go ahead and add homework as 1. And then we're going to add a test category. And our weight for that one is going to be just a simple 2. Now, whenever you add in test assignments, the weight is going to be calculated as twice whatever these homework assignment points that you have put in. Okay, if you want them all to be the same, then make them all 1. But like I said, if you want to do percentages, if you want homework to be 40%, and then if you want the test to be 60%, then you would put 40 and 60, making sure that these add up to 100%, not over or less, but up to exactly 100%. All right. Also in here, making sure that you do, this is semester 1, semester 2. Sometimes there are 4 for each quarter, just depending on how the classes are done. But all of these, make sure all of these are check marked unless you want different weights for semester 1 and semester 2. Then we can do these again when we add another one, and then just make sure if we do homework semester 2 and then semester 2, we want homework to be worth 60%. All right, but it's extremely rare that you'll come across a scenario where semester 2 categories are going to be weighted less than, unless it's a different class. Again, this is all for the same class, so you have to be careful. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this. All right, so those are the two mindsets of how to set up your different categories. The purpose is to organize your assignments, and then to the weights, if you want to weight them, there are 2 different school of thoughts, either 1s, 2s, 3s. Probably don't want assignments worth 4 times other assignments, or you can do percentages, depending on how you have your class set up. And then lastly, this color coding, this is super helpful because, for tests and quizzes, we might want to use a darker color. For homework, a more pleasing neutral color like blue or green. Just help you when you put these in, your gradebook will be color coded so you can see where are the projects, where are the homework assignments, and where are the tests, where are the quizzes. You can easily kind of see those categories by color. I'm a visual person, so that's really helpful for me to do that. That pretty much sums it up for creating the categories. Now, if you wanted to copy like from this one. So you have, we didn't go over these, but let's say you have all of this set up, and this is per principal. So check with the principal how they want you to set this up, or your department chair how they want you to set this up for your classes. I wouldn't touch the letter grades. Those are usually set up by the office. Grading codes are usually set up, or you can add your own grading codes, but again, get permission first. But all the way down at the bottom, if you have everything set up, you have all of your categories set up, and you have all of these gradebook options that we just looked at set up, what you want to do is then find the class that you want to copy this to. So right here, I'm in Algebra 1, and I got all of it set up perfectly in here. And now I want to copy it to my class Pre-Algebra. All right, and I want to copy it to A and B. Okay, so I'm not going to do this, but what this will do, will copy the way that I have my gradebook set up, all the categories, all of these options and tools in the gradebook options, all of those, copy it to these classes so I don't have to do the same thing 3 times. So if you're grading different classes differently, you do not want to do this. Again, it's going to copy all of these settings for my Algebra 1 into my Pre-Algebra A and B. All right, makes it a little simpler so you don't have to do it if all of your classes are being graded and weighted the same.